Hey everybody, Soybean Farmer here. Tuesday, October the 10th. Well, I decided there was just too much grass mowing going on here. So what I'm out here doing this morning is looking at bringing that field down there at that point and coming on over this way a whole lot more with it. Probably about to where the truck's sitting. Because what I've been up to over here is taking off all these limbs back here. And I can pretty much tell that I'm going to have to take that cedar tree out down there to do what I really want to do. I need a path so I can get back to the back side of the farm. So I've been knocking these limbs down all here. But this spot right here is just too much grass to mow. Keep mowed, and as you can see from where the truck's parked, I can move over. There's 6 feet between the truck and where I've trimmed those limbs off, so I can move on over. I need enough room for the 40-20 and the widest tool, which is the seed bed finisher. It's full 13-foot wide. And now that I'm thinking about it, I really don't need it that wide. I just need enough for the truck. Because if I bring the tractor back here, I'm working land. If I'm bringing the combine back here, I'm cutting beans. But that's a right good little spot that I can come off that corner down there and tear this ground up here and put beans right on out over to here. Of course, I'm gonna knock some more of these limbs off. I've been working on it out here a couple of hours this morning. I think got looking at something down here. It's probably going to be about the most difficult thing of the whole job. This pine tree here, it's about 22 years old, but it's put a root out here. That ground right there was never worth much. That's why I let trees come up on it. It just didn't produce. But this is laid out long enough and rested long enough that it ought to go back to producing. But I can see myself here with an axe chopping these roots back. Don't want to tear up some, think about trying to hit them with a subsoiler and tearing something all to pieces, just trying to pull up a root. But if I can cut them, there's another one right there. And then here, and another one over here. But that corner right there, see it right here, it kind of moves out that way. But if I could come straight off of that, I tried to trim this back. It's a pretty cedar tree, but really and truly I'm just going to cut it down, get it out of the way, get some more of these limbs off up here, and I can bring that line, because that'll give me enough room here to get the truck up through here. But anyhow, that's what I'm up to, making a field a little bit bigger this morning. That storm went way to the west of us. Actually, it was over in Tennessee, but we did get a little bit of rain here Saturday and Sunday, which was really needed. It gotten real dry around here. I was glad to see it. It's not hot today, but it's humid. That storm moving up through here pulled all that moist Gulf air up through here, and just out here running a pole saw and a hedge trimmer on a stick and chipper, I am soaking wet with sweat. I looked at my water jug and I have gone through a half gallon of water this morning. But taking a lunch break, had a sandwich, and just out here thinking about this. And same thing up here on this corner up here. There's just too much grass being mowed. That's a waste of gas and time. Need to bring this field on over right about here. Now we'll keep the curve in it because that's how the forest is over here. Come on out to about here. And let's see. All right, that right there would get me to the path there. So if I came on out to about here, I mean that is, I don't know, I'll have to measure it, but it looks like 30 feet, 35, 32, 35, 30, 30, something like that. And of course this little piece back here, I've had it out. I grew that sweet grazer sorghum and let it go to seed, mowed it in, seed went to the ground. Tried to grow some wheat on it and pitiful, didn't do anything. The sorghum came back. That's pretty interesting stuff. But I want to get over here and start knocking these tree limbs off up high enough that I can get under it and not get tangled up in it. But anyhow, that's what's going on here. These beans over here are late planted, so they're starting to turn. They got some yellow in them way over there and still got some green in them over here. It's all different depending on what's in the soil. Not too impressed with the yield on this. They're late planted, they're doing the best they can. Here, we'll get down here and take a look at this. And first thing you notice is the deer eating good. Got the tops chewed off. But that's what we got for beans here. Now this water that we got yesterday, ground's good and wet, and that's going to help them fill out a lot. So that's a big plus. And here's one here. They're still not full. They're small. So I'm just hoping they'll fill on out. There's one there. Go over here and look at that. See, it's got beans all the way to the top and then down like so. This is one of those that filled out fairly decent. I mean, that many on a cluster right there indicates that the flowers stayed on the plant, and then you look over here and that's where it lost the flowers. See, and there's a good example of something that just ain't gonna make it. It ain't gonna make nothing. But it is what it is, and I'll get what I get and survive this year and go on and have another year, or as many years as the good Lord gives me out here. Well, I just thought I'd give you all a little update what I'm up to here today. I want to get me a little more ground in production for next year. I'm hoping, I don't know, I've never had a turn-in plow, bottom plow, moldboard plow, but I'm thinking come up here and take that and roll that dirt back that way, and I'm hoping it'll flip this grass over and kill it. Of course, I won't be able to do that until I cut the beans off in November, but go on and get these limbs out of here so I can move the road over. Working on that. As little as I got done today, it's gonna take a while. But I can get a little bit done each day and get her done. Got some good news this morning. I got an email from the company I sent those camera glasses back to, and they agreed that yeah, there was something wrong with them, and they apologized for the inconvenience and said they were going to send me a whole nother unit. I said thank you very much in my reply to that. So I look forward to getting those back. I figure it took a week to get out there. They've already acknowledged that they're bad, and maybe if they ship them out today or tomorrow, I'll have them back in about a week. So I'm just using this Nikon out here today. See, it's all, the camera will focus. You can see it's overcast from that storm going through. I kind of debated coming out here and starting this project this morning because the weatherman said 40% chance of rain. Well, as I was saying before the camera cut off, cloudy, overcast type sky today. Anyhow, everybody, this is Soybean Farmer, and I want to thank you for watching and subscribing to my channel. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. Bye, y'all.